This is a 2026 Chevy Traverse Z71. And I want to answer that question, did they change anything for 2026? I borrowed this SUV from Jerry Seiner Chevrolet here in Salt Lake City. It is available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys see options and features on this build. At the very top is the description with the colors. And then here is a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause to see more. Base price does come in at $48,900, and then here are all the options. So it does have the enhanced driving package for $39.35, so it gives you the Super Cruise, panoramic sunroof, and driver confidence package for $12.25. Destination comes in at $18.95 with a total price of $57,455, and then here are the fuel econometers off to the side. So for 2026, they did increase the price by $1,300. Nothing really changed personally that I can see. And on the front end, you do still have a lot of nice options like LED headlights. No fog lights on the Z71 model. Normally they do give those to you. And they do not give you the sequential turn signal. So that is something you get with the High Country. Now there is a front camera right there. Z71 badge. And you have like this black chrome on the front end on the grille and on the side here around the headlights. Here's all your parking sensors, red recovery hooks. And this is why you buy the Z71, better ground clearance. So if the curb is something you hit often, this is probably the trim level you should get. It has a 1.2 inch increase for the ride height too. Not sure if you guys can even tell. And did you guys see that silver accent on the front too? And then here are your tires. These are the Goodyear Wrangler Territory ATs, 265/65/18. McPherson front suspension. They do provide a fabric material for the liner, 6 lug, and this is a nice style for the wheel, I would say. People are still liking this blackout for sure, and that's something else you get with the Z71 package. Now you do have more plastic on the side. You also have it down below there. Smart key system for the front and rear doors. You guys see right here your turn signals, cameras that make up that 360 camera view, and blind spot. Now this does have the black roof rails, and if you step up, you can see that panoramic sunroof. Here's where you're going to fill up at. 21.7 gallon tank, independent rear suspension, more parking sensors off to the side, and more plastic with that like silverish gray accent down below. You have the quad tips, dual exhaust, full LED tail lights. Great design out back. This is my favorite thing about the Traverse is the rear. This too has a sprayer for the camera like the High Country does. And check out the amount of storage behind that third row seat. No power third row seat, nor can you drop the second row from back here. However, that is standard on the High Country. I wish that they gave you more features, and we'll talk about that more in a second here, available for this, because some people don't want the 22-inch wheels anymore. They like this off-road rugged look. Light. And like I said earlier, this thing does sit higher, so it does have better protection for like the bumpers and stuff like that. This is still power, however. And then here's a nice side view of the Traverse. This is a 2.5 liter inline 4 turbo, good for 328 horsepower, 326 pound-feet of torque. All that power goes through an 8-speed transmission, aluminum construction, direct injection. And yeah, this is the only engine option available. Let's check out the interior. The biggest complaint for the Z71, and this is the same thing for the Tahoe, You don't have a lot of the nice available features that you get on the RST and the High Country. Yes, you can get the Super Cruise, which is nice, but when it comes down to it, you guys see on the door here, there is no seat memories. Now this one does have the premium sound system, which is nice. You have auto up and down for just the driver's side glass here, and then auto down for everything else. Really nice soft touch leather with this red accent. A little bit of that black chrome on the door there. Actually, that's just like a satin, I would say, not black chrome. You can pop that rear lift gate there. And you have a, let me just check. Yeah, 10-way seat. On the High Country, the lumbar does go up and down. Now this seat is gonna have leather with perforated inserts there. The only negative thing is you don't get ventilated seats, and that's not available for this nearly $60,000 SUV. That's the only thing I hate about this. Is there's just some things that are not available with this that I think some people will like to see. Here's some of the accent on the dash there. Drive modes. And I believe this has that twin clutch all-wheel drive system too, four-wheel drive system, electronic parking brake. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. On this side, no power seat. Again, not available for the Z71, but you're spending nearly the same amount of money as the High Country. So they kind of cut your legs off when you get this trim level. I would almost be willing to bet it might be better just to build your own off-road package on a High Country if you plan on keeping it long term. But again, you don't get the lift, you don't get the more aggressive tires from the factory, so you're spending more money to do what this already does for you. So I don't know, they should add a, I guess, higher package to this to give you everything that you don't get on like this model that you get on the High Country. Captain's chairs in the second row. And then check out this third row leg space. Now this seat's all the way back. And you guys see this seat is all the way back. But I am 6'1", and I could come up just a hair, and then the person up front would just have to lean their seat up just a little bit. But this is still pretty good. No outboard heated seats. Comes standard on the High Country. And you guys see there, 120 volt power plug. This does have the air vents out back, and then on the sides there. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. So you have an 11-inch screen, 17.7-inch screen, and shockingly these are the same screens inside the Tahoe and Suburban. So that is kind of funny. Dual climate control does come standard, and I forgot to point out on the High Country video, wireless chargers right there. You also have two USBs and a 12-volt power, cup holders, and they still give you the cover for the Z71. Here's that armrest. You have that white stitching right there. And then removable tray with deeper storage right there. And they do illuminate that area too, so you can see in there at night. On the roof, place for your sunshades, LED lights, and then this is how you control that twin panel panoramic sunroof. Vanity with lighting there, heated steering wheel, and then this button does allow you to go through the menus. So you have the navigation on this side, and this is more of like a clean screen right there. On this side, you can move things around on this menu. If you click this button here, some of the controls that used to be buttons on the interior now inside the screen, like your power window lockouts, your dome lights, can be controlled inside of here too, which I think it's kind of silly that they put that in there. If you go to more controls, you do not have home link for your garage door opener with this Z71. That might be like a standalone option though. You just be sure to check online. You have your off-road pages here. And I'm going to show you your drive modes really quickly. So you have normal, sport, off-road, terrain, tow tow haul and then back to normal. And I like that they still give you hard buttons for your climate control. That's nice. But yeah, overall, this is still a nice package. I just wish there was more available features, like the power seats on both sides, ventilated seats. Yeah, just little things like that, and just having the power third row, and just a few other things. They do give this to you as well. Let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door. So you guys see gross axle weight rating out front is going to be 3196, the rear is 3527. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 6,394 pounds, and then 18 by 8 wide wheels. All in payload is 1547, 35 psi for the tire pressure all the way around. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope it was helpful. Be sure to check out Jerry Seiner's inventory. Let them know you saw the video. See you guys soon.